Good evening. We're back with more Marvel Champions. And this evening we'll be playing Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel against Green Goblin on Expert difficulty, the Risky Business scenario. So we'll get the decks shuffled. I found Kamala Khan a little weak in testing so far against Expert Ultron and Expert Green Goblin. The first scenario, she really struggled compared to Captain America, who was able to beat those scenarios easily. And the problem is that her alter ego phases are really strong, but in true solo you really don't want to be in alter ego form very often. So get a hand. I'll drop these three, I think. Okay, so to start we'll use Kamala Khan's ability. Discard until we find a Miss Marvel card and take it into hand. We'll get out Shrink. We'll get out Biokinetic Polymer Suit. And I think that's all. Now, I don't know if Shrink or Biokinetic Polymer Suit are the thing to do. I may need to get out Red Dagger. 2, 3, or even 4 for Falcon. Let's look at the top 3. Just one treachery, so one threat off the quest. We'll use Falcon to... No, we won't use Falcon to do anything really. And then we'll use Make the Call to get out Biokinetic Polymer Suit. We'll flip and thwart for 1 and draw 4. So, one threat, Norman Osborn adds 2 infamy counters. And then an encounter card is Collapsing Bridge. For the hero turn, we'll generate a resource for big hands. Well, do I want to put him into his other phase yet? We'll just use Falcon, I think, to thwart Miss Marvel for 1 damage. Go Genius Quinjet for Red Dagger. Use Red Dagger for 2 damage. And then I think I'll just use Big Hands to get Quinjet out. Then we'll draw 5. So 1 threat, 2 infamy, 1 encounter card. Choose to either spend 2 resources of any type or give the villain 1 face. Okay, I'll give the villain 1 boost card. So for the hero turn, we add 1 to Quinjet. We'll use these 2 allies to pay for Maria Hill. Draw a card. Generate a resource and use Avengers Mansion to play Sneak By. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and we'll flip Norman over to Green Goblin. Deal 4 damage. And then we'll use Falcon to deal 2. Miss Marvel to deal 1. Draw 4. Okay, so 1 threat, and then Green Goblin's going to attack. Put the attack on Maria Hill. It's going to get 2 boost cards, so he heals for 2 damage. Then the second boost card is +3, which doesn't matter. You got an encounter card, which is place 2 infamy or remove 2 madness. Okay, so he's going to flip back now. Let's use strength and numbers here. Draw 2 cards. You can use 2 energy, Helicarrier, and Wonderman to get out Vision. We'll use Vision to flip back to Green Goblin and just thwart for 1. Draw 3. So Green Goblin gets an attack that will go on Falcon. I also have to take 4 damage when I flipped again. Indirect damage. So that's going to be 7. And then the encounter card is going to be Private Security Specialist. So for the hero turn, let's go ahead and get out Amir Khan. Can use wiggle room on his indirect damage, right? Not sure. I'm going to discard Hawkeye though for Vision's damage bonus, so he goes up to 4. And we'll eliminate this security specialist. And we'll use Red Dagger for 2. Discard the 2 different kinds of resources. Deal 2 damage and return to hand. We'll attack the goblin for 1 more, and then we'll flip over. Use Amir Khan. I think I forgot to put another token on Quinjet there. We'll get the wiggle room back, or actually get the Mockingbird back. Draw a card. Okay, and then we'll just go ahead and draw 4. So 1 threat. Green Goblin's going to scheme, which removes a madness counter. And then we've got Hired Gun. Choose to give the villain 1 face down boost card or place 2 infamy counters. So there's the boost card. So on my hero's turn, I'll use Miss Marvel's ability. Big Hands. Use Amir Khan's ability. Get back wiggle room. And I drew another wiggle room. Let's go 1 token on Quinjet. Use Quinjet to play Nakia. So Nakia, do I want to go for a big turn or do I want to heal? A big damage turn with like double big hands or something like that. I have wiggle room, so let's just flip. Let's go. Well, no, can't do that. While in Kamala Khan form, we'll go Nakia, make the call, sneak by to get out Red Dagger again. We'll flip. We'll go Biokinetic Polymer Suit, Power of Leadership, Big Hands to deal with the Hired Gun. I think I'll save Miss Marvel's Exhaust for the wiggle room. We'll go 2 damage. And that's all. We'll draw. Oh, well, thwart as well, and then we'll draw 4. So, 1 threat. Goblin attacks. Vision. Place 1 infamy counter. It's 1 madness counter. So he does flip mid attack. Now his attack is reduced to 0. Plus 2. So he does still kill the vision. Then we get an counter card, which is Private Security. Hero turn. There's Red Dagger. Skellion for Bruno. We'll flip to Kamala Khan here. We use Kamala Khan's ability. Grab that wiggle room. We go an encounter card. Let's see, we'll put strength in numbers underneath Bruno. Use Amir Khan. Oh, there's nothing in the discard. Okay. Should have used Amir before Kamala. Yeah, I don't have anything else I can do here except for recover. And draw. Get rid of one of the wiggle rooms. Okay. So he's gonna scheme for 1, 2, and then we get 2 encounter cards. Private security doesn't scheme. That does nothing. Payoff. And Goblin Glider. Okay, so hero turn. Go. Let's see. Red Dagger. Well, first let's do some drawing. Let's use Captain or Miss Marvel's ability. Grab Sneak By. Let's use Amir Khan. Could use Bruno to get back the card that's there. I think I will do that. Okay, Power of Leadership for Wonder Man. There's nothing else I can do in Alter Ego form. Let's flip. This use Biokinetic. Strength in numbers to use Sneak By. Power of Leadership, Strength in numbers to use Sneak By again. We'll use Kamala to get that back into hand. We'll discard it with Wonder Man to deal 3 damage. And we'll use Red Dagger to deal 2 and flip, which deals 4 damage to Red Dagger. Or no, it doesn't. It deals 4 to Miss Marvel. Red Dagger is defeated. I'll use Big Hands and Wiggle Room to bring him back and deal 2 more damage. Then we'll draw 4. This is a complicated hero, but not a very strong hero right now. So, Green Goblin's going to get an attack, which will go on Wonder Man. Okay, and then an encounter card, which is Hired Gun. It's a boost card. So, for the hero turn, we can use Quinjet to get Falcon out. Take a look at the deck. Here's 1 Treachery. So we can go 1, 2, 3 to get out Mockingbird and stun the boss. One, two, three, kill the hired gun. And we'll go... I think we'll flip here. To Kamala Khan, recover 5. We'll use Kamala Khan's ability. We'll use Amir Khan's ability. Draw a card. Put a card underneath Bruno. Or do I want to use that to play Shrink? Okay, I'll use that to play Shrink. And then we'll put Red Dagger underneath Bruno. So, one threat. Green Goblin's gonna scheme to remove one madness. Get an encounter card, which is all in a day's work. Place 2 infamy or remove 2 madness. Okay, so he's gonna flip. Going to use Kamala Khan again. Use Amir Khan again. Use Bruno. Use Falcon to flip. 4 damage. We can go Nakia to get out and Biggin. Quinjet Strength for Red Dagger. We'll go Mockingbird, Red Dagger for 3 damage. Heal with Kamala Khan. And flip. And then we'll discard Squirrel Girl and make the call and Nick Fury and draw 4. Alrighty, 1 threat. Remove stun. Encounter card. Place an additional 1 threat there. When it's Norman Osborn, right? But otherwise, no. And we're on to the hero phase. So we'll go Red Dagger to remove Oscorp Manufacturing. Mockingbird for 1 damage. And then we'll make the call for Energy Hawkeye to bring back Mockingbird. For a stun. And deal 1 damage. Deal 1 damage. Do I flip here? Yeah, I'm going to flip here. And then I'll use Miss Marvel's ability. I'll use Amir Khan's ability. I'll use Nakia. I'll put Big Hands underneath Bruno. Drop strength in numbers. And draw 5. I owe an encounter card now. Okay, so 1 threat. Green Goblin schemes. Counter card. Okay, easy. So there's a lot going on here. Can not use Amir Khan. We can use Kamala first. Now we can use Amir. We can use Nakia. So we just pay 1 to get out. Oh no, I can't get out Maria Hill. So we'll go Red Dagger. Deal 2 damage. It's going to drop Green Goblin into phase 3, which deals 4 damage. So Red Dagger's defeated. I'll drop Wiggle Room and Avengers Mansion to bring Red Dagger back into hand. And let's go. Still need to deal 4 damage. I guess Falcon will take that. Or Kamala Khan can. No, Falcon will take it. So let's go ahead and flip. We'll go Biokinetic and Wonder Man to use Big Hands for 6 damage thanks to him biggin. Actually, can't do that. Need to use it on the Private Security Specialist. Use Miss Marvel to take it back into hand. We'll go Sneak by, Wiggle Room for Big Hands. Just Mockingbird for 1 damage. I think that's everything. Draw 2. Okay, so 1 threat. Move stun. 2 encounter cards. First one, another specialist. Second one, Shadow of the Past. It's Thomas Edison. Discard the top card of each player's deck for each ally and persona. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Cannot take damage while you're engaged with another minion. Okay, for the hero turn, one to Quinjet. Go 1, 2. Now let's use Mockingbird. Let's use Make the Call. Energy Maria Hill for Mockingbird. Get a stun on Green Goblin. It's Mockingbird again. I think I'm going to have to flip here. Mockingbird's going to thwart. Kamala, or Miss Marvel's going to thwart. And we'll flip. She has huge turns on her alter ego side, not so much on the hero side. Discard. Sneak by. You have to build up the turn, it seems. Get Falcon in the deck and draw a card. Use Bruno and Vision. Go 1, 2 for Red Dagger, and we'll thwart for 2. And draw 6. Okay, 1 threat. Goblin schemes. Flips. Thomas Edison is going to scheme as well. That's going to complete this. Place 1 infamy counter on Criminal Enterprise. And discard 1, discard 4. It's going to be another encounter card. Okay. Then we get 2 encounter cards. Exhaust each persona support. He heals for 3. And all in a day's work, 2 infamy counters. Okay. Well, that hurts. Discard. We'll use Miss Marvel's ability. Grab Sneak By. And we'll go ahead and use Red Dagger and Mockingbird to take down Private Security Specialist. We'll flip to Kamala, or to Miss Marvel. It's Biokinetic and Nick Fury to use Big Hands. Take down Thomas Edison, and we'll use Miss Marvel to get that back. Power of Leadership, Squirrel Girl for 1 damage. 1 damage. And I think we'll Sneak By ×2 to use Big Hands. So we flip again. Back to Green Goblin, which deals 4 damage. Okay, draw 4. Remove stun. Counter card. Choose to either spend 2 resources of any type or give the villain a boost. We'll give him a boost, because I'm probably just going to stun him again. So on the hero turn, we can go Quinjet, we'll use Mockingbird to deal a damage. We'll use Genius Triskelion, make the call to bring her back. Deal another damage. We'll use Red Dagger, Sneak By Wonder Man, bring her back, which deals 4 in total. And then I think we'll use Miss Marvel to attack for 1, draw 4. So 1 threat, remove stun, and counter card. Green Goblin attacks the hero with the fewest hit points remaining. It's going to go against Miss Marvel. That's a problem. Attacks the hero, not the player, so he attacks for 4. I can exhaust to defend. But he's got a lot of boost cards coming. Yeah, he wins. Well, that's going to be a loss. I may still post this video because it does do a good job of illustrating what Miss Marvel is about. And the purpose of these videos is to help us to evaluate these heroes. And it's very clear that Miss Marvel is pretty lacking in strength, I would say. I would have her weaker than, certainly than Captain America, Iron Man, or Captain Marvel. I'd have her down in the lower tier with Spider-Man and Black Panther. Which reminds me of She-Hulk somewhat, actually, because you have to flip to alter ego so much to have strong turns. But there, when I flipped, I could have had an ally tank the attack, and then Miss Marvel would have been available to tank the extra attack from the Green Goblin. But that isn't what happened. Anyway, interesting game, I think. And maybe players will be interested to see a loss. And maybe not. We'll see. We'll post it and we'll see. But in any case, I have had the chance to play Miss Marvel against Ultron and both the Green Goblin scenarios on Expert, and she struggled against all of them. So that gives me an idea of what her power is like right now. And when more cards enter through hero packs, enter the game through hero packs, or, I'm in a progression series, so as I review more and more cards and they become available to me in the progression series, perhaps Miss Marvel will have a powerful deck available to her. But right now she's very much on the weaker side. So, thank you for watching.